It's Mouth Experience Monday. This week, Dude Blind's Larceny Barrel Proof B525. So sit back, grab a pour, kick up your feet, and enjoy this episode of The Bourbon Hunters.
Gather round, it's time to unwind. Drinking our bottles, all that we find. With tastings and tales, we're sharing our pours. Tune in each week, there will always be more. Tune in each week, there's lots to hear. Laughter and stories, we're all here to share. We're giving our ratings, there's lots to compare. Sit back, grab a pour, kick up your feet and enjoy.
While you're listening, head over to our website at bourbonhunters.com where you can purchase Bourbon Hunters glassware and products, and sign up for our Patreon, which puts you on the list for single barrel announcements from our private barrel club.
From the mash to the barrel, every brand we explore. As we learn of the craft, we keep wanting more. So lift up your glasses, let's toast them up high. We'll keep hunting, but let's drink tonight. Tune in.
Welcome to another episode of The Bourbon Hunters. I'm Dude Poole, and I'm joined by...
The Fritter.
And we are here for another Mouth Experience Monday. If you don't know the format, what I do or someone does is we blind whoever's there. Today it's just myself and JD, so I have taken the liberty of choosing something, pouring it in the glass, and we are blinding him and him alone. I know what it is. He does not. He's going to give a truthful review because he doesn't know what it is. So,
How long has this been sitting in the glass?
I just poured it, but it's not a fresh pop. It was a fresh pop on Saturday.
Saturday.
Hey, this is truly a Mouth Experience Monday.
Truly a Monday.
Yeah. All right. And what are you getting on the nose? Anything?
I get a really nice amount of oak. It's not overly oaked. It's just very pleasant.
Yeah. I get that as well.
There's like a confectioner sugar.
Yeah. There's definitely like a softness to it, like a sweetness.
Maybe like a lemon lime, like a citrus.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I could see that. I can get behind some citrus. I hadn't caught that until you said it, so. All right. I'm going to dive in because I'm not messing around today. It's Monday, and it's been a Monday.
Been a Monday. It's actually been a nice Monday. No outings anymore for the rest of the year. Mondays are closed, so not a golfer in sight.
Oh, nice. For you, anyway. That's nice.
So we can actually hit some projects and some agronomical practices that we can't get to normally.
Now, you're not shut down completely, just Mondays?
No. Mm-hmm. Our driving range is shut down, and that's causing quite a buzz.
Oh, really?
We're doing some seeding, and we're renovating some areas on the driving range. We're really trying to make some improvements.
That's good. Oh, wow. The oak comes through. The first thing that stands out to me, it's my first drink of the day, but the first thing that stands out to me is it's got a medium to long finish.
Holy vanilla.
I was going to say,
wow.
The oak hits immediately in a weird spot to me. It hit on the front of the tongue.
Yep.
And then it followed it to the middle and then settled in on the back of the tongue. But then on that, once it settled to the back of the tongue, a vanilla kind of started to bloom on the front of the tongue for me.
Yeah. I mean, that's really nice.
Yeah. And that was my first drink of the day. So visceral reaction aside, it still left me with a nice want to have some more.
That visceral reaction made me feel like this is in the 120s.
You know what? I don't know what the proof is on this. Shit. I should probably look that up. I was not prepared, apparently, like I thought I was.
That hit me with some proofiness.
Yeah, I think it is a little proofy. But I don't know for sure. What else are you getting?
Really nice viscosity to it. It's not wet. It hits you.
God, I wish that can't become a thing. That
It can't
cannot become a thing. Please do not let it become a thing. Seriously, that is not
very coating of the mouth regions. Wow, that is really nice.
If you had to guess the proof, what would you guess it is?
I'm still hovering right around that 120.
Yeah, I could see
Second sip hit me in a very similar fashion.
the sweetness, now that I'm past the visceral reaction, is really, really shining to me. What did you say you think the proof would be?
Like 120.
Okay. And then, all right, what...
It's kind of Four Roses-y.
Okay.
I mean, I think that some of that heat might be from a rye grain or it's a high rye mash bill.
Yeah. What would you say the rating for you would be now that you've had a few drinks of this? What would you rate this?
3.8, 3.9.
Okay. If I told you this was MSRP of $65, would that affect anything?
It's a damn good $65 bottle.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let me take my final drink. I'll give a rating, and then we will start giving some hints.
That oak's really coming through right now on that fourth sip.
So the first hint, oh, yeah. I'm going to say 3.8 as well. Maybe a 3.9
Look
even.
at the legs on the glass.
Yeah, it's nice. First hint is the proof. You were right all over it. It's 117.4.
Outstanding.
You said 120, right? The age is 6 to 8 years. The MSRP is $65. And
Is there kind of a cola-ness to it?
I didn't get one, but I'm not to say that I couldn't be suggested to think that on my next drink. We'll see in a second. This is from Kentucky. This is also a batch special release.
Okay. A batch special release at 65.
Yeah. This release happens 3 times a year.
Elijah Craig barrel proof.
Correct distillery, incorrect product.
Oh, wow. Is it Weeder? Is it Larceny?
This is Larceny. B525.
I wasn't really picking Weeder vibes out of it. I probably should have.
So, yeah, I like this. I'm going to go back for one more drink.
I'm so happy because the wife picked up the B525 for me not long ago.
Yeah, I just saw it sitting there Saturday and picked it up.
Wow, that's really nice. You know, Larceny's really come to its own. I remember the first initial
They used to be so
couple
hit and
years.
miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like they've at least found some consistency. They're not all bangers. There have been a few really good ones.
The one that turned the corner for me was C921. You know, it was in the second or third year, I think.
Yeah, but there
were
were still a couple bad ones after that. That's
There
the
was.
problem.
Mm-hmm.
But that was probably the best one up to that point, and then a couple of letdowns here and there. But I feel like since the late C923, because I know that was Elijah Craig, the big one, but the C923 was pretty good from Larceny as well.
Yes.
I feel like since then they've been consistently strong. Not all bangers, but consistently strong. No
B
big
batch.
letdowns.
The B batch in that year was good too. The B and C.
And then A125 this year was good. It was 125 proof, if you remember.
Yeah, we did a Monday on that.
Yeah, and Jason gave it a high score.
Yeah.
And then didn't realize until that he had already kind of given it a bad score on his show, but he knew what it was on that. So,
Right.
Interesting. You know, it's just neat not to call him out, but just calling out people in general when you know what you're drinking and you might already have a negative connotation or a
preconceived notion.
a preconceived notion or a subconscious bias or whatever you want to call it. It's just interesting when you blind people and that gets thrown away. It becomes, in my opinion, a lot more interesting to hear what people have to think about a bourbon. Because how many times have we had something we thought we liked and it was just okay, or something we didn't really know that we liked and then we had it here and it was like, oh my gosh, that's really good, you know? Mm-hmm. I that's the reason I will continue to do these Mouth Experience Mondays, because I just love being surprised by, even if it's not surprising me because I'm providing most of them, it surprises me to see other people's reaction and how much they like something that they may not have ever thought that they liked.
Yeah.
And then seeing some things get panned that everyone just holds high and near and dear to their heart, but yet they taste it blind and they're like, whatever.
I think today's bourbon hunter is a little more selective as opposed to when everybody was out and about. We were kind of grabbing what we could.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think there's still new people coming into the fold that are all about that get everything they can.
Right.
So even though I think the people that came in at the same time as we did are starting to graduate into more selective habits, and they start to realize what they do like, and they start to wait for certain releases from certain brands. Or, like us, we get really into single barrels because, you can really find some neat things for some good prices, and they're very selective because, or I should say exclusive because they're a single barrel. I think people at our stage in bourbon hunting have gotten in one of those two, if not both directions there. But I think we're still inundated with a lot of newbies that are just coming in and finding their way into bourbon now. And they're still the ones waiting in line and trying to find, every Weller they can or Blanton's or whatever. And that's fine. I mean, it's what keeps the industry going, so it doesn't bother me. But
antiques are still the bourbon currency of America.
Well, that and Pappy probably, I guess.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you see the Larceny B525 out there, I recommend it. I think it's a pretty good purchase for the value, for sure.
Highly recommend.
It's not like that 1792 we had from Gallenstein's last week, but it's up there pretty good, I think. All right. Well, thank you for joining in. If you get the opportunity, please give us a 5-star review. If you do not, at least leave us some feedback or constructive criticism on how we can improve.
Check out our Single Barrel Club.
And check out our Single Barrel Club, where you can find some of the things that we're just talking about. We've done a ton of releases so far this year. I think I counted 9 that we've done in the last 12 months, or 8 anyway. But yeah, 2 different Old Foresters, Elijah Craig, Angel's Envy, a Jack Daniels, Pursuit United. We also did a Maker's Private Select, and then a Middle West Rye, and a regular Middle West, and more to come.
Hit those top 2 tiers. You might be able to come on a pick with us.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for joining in. See you next week. All right. Well, that wraps up this episode. Thank you for joining in on yet another hunt for great bourbon. Please give us a 5-star review anywhere you are listening, but if you don't, leave us some constructive criticism in the review so that we can better improve our show. But until then, sit back, grab a pour, kick up your feet, and enjoy some bourbon. The Bourbon Hunters podcast has been craft distilled, produced, recorded, and edited by Dude Pool. For any feedback, questions, or episode ideas, please reach out to info@bourbonhunters.com.